Nigeria hostage for 4 months, and the entire nation trembled. Lawrence Anini wasn't just a criminal, he became a symbol of fear, myth, and mystery. But how did one man turn police officers into targets, and Benin City into a battleground? Was he truly protected by charms or by corruption? This is the rise and fall of the law. Before we proceed, let us know, were you in Benin during Anini's reign of terror? Or do you have a personal story tied to this era? Share your experience in the comments. We're building history through your voice. Lawrence Anini, infamously known as the Law, first gained notoriety in the motor parks of Benin City, where he was seen as a force capable of controlling the turf wars among rival park operators and touts. Over time, he transitioned from turf mediator to full-blown criminal, working as a driver and transporter for underworld figures, criminal syndicates, and notorious thieves. Eventually, Anini decided to establish his own gang, which included Monday Osunbor, Friday Ofege, Smallie, Ekponwan, Eweka, and the elusive Alhaji Zed Zed, also known as Zegezege, who was never apprehended. The group started with carjackings, bus robberies, and bank heists, and their operations soon expanded far beyond Benin into northern and eastern cities. Anini's terror campaign in 1986 is widely believed to have escalated due to collusion and betrayal within the police force. Earlier that year, 2 of his gang members were prosecuted despite an alleged backdoor deal with the police to suppress evidence. Feeling betrayed, Anini sought vengeance. In August 1986, his gang carried out a deadly bank robbery in which a police officer, Nathaniel Egharevba, and several others were killed. Later that month, Anini's vehicle was stopped at a checkpoint, where he shot and killed 2 officers. In just 3 months, Anini was linked to the deaths of at least 9 police personnel. In another high-profile strike that August, Anini's gang attacked First Bank in Sabongida, stealing 2,000 Nigerian nairas and leaving a trail of casualties. On September 6, 1986, the gang hijacked a Peugeot 504 belonging to Albert Otto, the driver of Assistant Inspector General of Police, Christopher Omban. The driver was murdered, and his remains were only discovered 3 months later, miles outside Benin. The following day, another vehicle, a Peugeot 504, was hijacked near the former Fidico office in Benin, this time using a stolen Volkswagen Passat. Just 2 days after that, Anini's gang killed 2 policemen in Oriam 1 local government. The same month, 3 more high-profile crimes occurred: the murder of Frank Onuorumi, a former Nigerian Observer employee, the killing of Mrs. Remi Sabanjo, a chartered accountant, and the theft of the Ogheli Monarch's Mercedes-Benz. By late September, Anini struck again, this time at a gas station on Wire Road, Benin. After shooting the attendant, he bizarrely flung naira notes into the street, turning the crime scene into a chaotic scramble. His most audacious move came on Independence Day, October 1, 1986, when his gang ambushed the Commissioner of Police, Casimir Akogbosu, leaving him severely injured. That same day, they also shot another officer in Benin. In a dramatic escape from an operation gone awry, Anini reportedly drove in reverse all the way from Agbo in Delta State to Benin City, demonstrating both desperation and his mastery behind the wheel. On October 21, 1986, the gang fatally shot Dr. Emejiv, a respected physician, on Textile Mill Road in Benin. The following day, they robbed the African Continental Bank in Agbo, making off with 46,000 Nigerian nairas. Afterward, Anini performed another strange act, throwing naira notes to market vendors near Benin, earning him a bizarre Robin Hood-like reputation. Anini's legend soon dwarfed those of earlier criminals like Ishola Oyunusi and Upel Dekoro. His criminal campaign dominated the final quarter of 1986, prompting General Ibrahim Babangida, then Nigeria's military ruler, to order a nationwide manhunt. The fear gripping the nation grew with each new crime. Though security forces launched a wide-scale crackdown across Bendo State, Anini and his gang remained elusive. Locals began to speculate about supernatural protection, feeding a myth that he could never be caught. At an Armed Forces Ruling Council meeting in October 1986, Babangida turned to Inspector General of Police Item Inyan and demanded, "My friend, where is Anini?" Caught off guard, Inyan could only respond, "We are still looking for him, sir." He would soon be forced into retirement, an indirect result of the mounting embarrassment. Media outlets ran with the story. Articles and editorials emerged with headlines like, "The Anini Saga," "Lawrence Anini the Man," "The Myth," and "Would They Ever Catch the Law?" The entire country was watching, waiting. But as the old saying goes, every day belongs to the thief, but one day belongs to the owner. Anini's fall came on December 3, 1986, when Superintendent Kode Unororo, acting on a tip, located him at 26 Oyemosa Street, opposite Igwedola Primary School in Benin. Anini was found with 6 women. Unororo's elite 10-man team moved in. When Anini, wearing only underpants, opened the door, he attempted to deflect suspicion by saying Anini was hiding in another room. As he tried to push past Unororo, the officer stepped on his foot and shot him in the ankle. More bullets followed, almost severing his leg. Bleeding and in shock, Anini was asked, "Are you Anini?" He responded, "My brother, I no go lie you. No me be Anini." He was immediately taken to the police headquarters, where Commissioner Perry Oseyonde awaited him. While in custody, Anini, only fluent in pidgin English, made multiple confessions. He confirmed Osunbor as his second-in-command and the man who shot Commissioner Akogbosu. Anini's left leg was later amputated, and he remained in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. Following his arrest, authorities discovered various charms believed to protect him from harm, charms he claimed made him invincible. But once they were stripped away, the notorious gang leader became unrecognizably subdued. With Anini in custody, other gang members began to crack. They provided damning evidence against high-ranking police officials who aided the gang's operations. Chief among them was Chief Superintendent George Ayomo, who allegedly leaked police intelligence, supplied weapons, and even shared in the loot. Anini revealed that Ayomo plotted to kill Assistant Inspector General Christopher Ombon but only succeeded in having his driver assassinated. Though Ayomo denied all allegations, Anini remained firm in his testimony. Of the 10 officers implicated, 5 were ultimately convicted. Presiding Judge Omojid declared that while Anini's name would go down in Nigerian criminal history, it would forever be one of dishonor. Few, if any, would name their child Anini, he remarked. The final chapter came in March 1987, when Anini, along with the remaining members of his gang, was executed. Osunbor and Ayomo had already faced the firing squad weeks earlier. And just like that, the man who once made an entire nation tremble was wheeled into court with one leg, a shadow of his former self. But what truly ended Anini's reign? Was it a bullet or betrayal? Was it justice served, or a system simply cleaning up after itself? For 4 terrifying months, Lawrence Anini wasn't just a gangster, he was a ghost in the streets of Benin, a symbol of fear, myth, and resistance. Some saw a villain. Others whispered of a broken man molded by a broken system. And at the center of it all, a trail of blood, bribery, and betrayal. Anini was feared, but once stripped of his charms and power, he confessed like a woman. A man whose story still haunts Nigeria's collective memory. So ask yourself, was Anini a product of crime, or a creation of corruption? And here's the real question, could another Anini rise again, if nothing has truly changed? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, especially if you lived through this era or have stories passed down. This isn't just crime history, it's Nigeria's unfinished lesson. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe for more old wild stories that still echo in Nigeria.